What's up, everybody? I'm Steve. Tonight, I'm really excited to finally do something that I've wanted to do for quite a while. But I want to rank Wes Anderson's 10 movies, and I know that a lot of people that have Criterion collections have a lot of his movies. I started collecting them probably in the late '90s, and it's something that he has kind of a loyal kind of cult following kind of thing and some people get his humor and some people don't. I really love his humor. But, and some of these, it depends on when you kind of started watching Wes Anderson. Some of these you may have ranked really high. Some of these I don't like as much. I don't know if there's really any that I really hate, but there's some that I watch less than others. But so the first one here is actually a Criterion. This is a spine number 540, and that's a Darjeeling Limited. It's Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, Jason Schwartzman. This one I saw in the theater. I've owned this actually a couple times on DVD. One thing that's kind of frustrating about his movies is a lot of them will get released on DVD or Blu-ray, and then later they'll get released on Criterion, which is so then you have to buy them again if you want them on Criterion. So that Darjeeling Limited I owned originally just on a regular DVD, and then I later bought it on Blu-ray. Or actually, this is DVD as well, Criterion DVD, and I'll probably end up buying it on Blu-ray later. So that's number 10. Number 9, this one's not very old. This was actually a Fox Searchlight movie, and this one's never been released on Criterion, but it's the Isle of Dogs. I like this other movie that he had like this. He had the Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's kind of same kind of animation. Stop motion animation, but I like that one a lot more than this one. This is actually this was a Fox Searchlight movie, and he has another one that's also Fox Searchlight, which obviously is owned by Disney now. And from what I've read, it sounds like Disney doesn't, they won't license their movies out to Criterion. So I wonder if this movie and another one I'm going to bring up here shortly, I wonder if those ever actually get Criterion releases. I think that a lot of Criterion fans would probably love to have them in that format, but I don't know if they ever will, just because I guess Disney. I think they're showing Isle of Dogs on their Disney Plus now, and then the other movie probably will go on there as well. So I don't think they're ever going to release those on regular Criterion Blu-rays. So you kind of just have to buy the regular Blu-ray, and that's the best you can do. So number 8. This one actually is a Criterion, but I only own it on DVD because it's kind of an older one. I think it's before Blu-rays really got really popular, before I started buying them. So, but the number 8 is spine number 450. That's a Bottle Rocket. Has a James Caan, Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson. This is Wes Anderson's first movie. And I've always liked it. It's the humor's great. Wes Anderson's humor it's not for everybody, but I really love it. I think it's funny. It's really subtle. And this one, I think I owned this one on DVD before as well, and then I bought it on Criterion, and now I'll probably buy it on Blu-ray later. But I still love it though. And this next one is actually his latest movie, and this is actually done by Searchlight Pictures, which used to be Fox Searchlight, and now they're owned by Disney. But it's the French Dispatch. Like I said, this one's never been released on Criterion. Benicio del Toro, Adrian Brody, Bill Murray, Francis McDermott. I think this is something I liked it the first time I saw it in the theater. I liked it a little bit more when I bought it on Blu-ray. This is a bare bones Blu-ray. This is I guess Disney released this just to get it out there, but there are no special features on this. And like I said, Disney will probably never license this to Criterion. So if you want to own it, you probably have to buy it on Blu-ray or I guess DVD as well, or DVD. But if you want it, that's probably had to buy it in this format, and you'll probably never see it on Criterion. So it's kind of disappointing, but I would love to have some special features and kind of get some insight on the movie that Criterion would provide. But unfortunately, and some people may have this ranked a little bit higher. I would say that if you saw this in a theater, or I would say if you've never seen a Wes Anderson movie, I would say don't watch this until you've watched some of his other movies, because this is definitely for Wes Anderson fans and not for just casual movie fans. That's what I would definitely say. Get it. Watch some of these others. Some of the ones I have ranked a little higher. I would watch those first, and if you like those, and then you can start watching some of these titles that I have ranked a little bit lower, like this one, because if you saw this one first, you probably would never watch another Wes Anderson movie again, just because it's really for hardcore Wes Anderson fans. So, but I still like it though. It's kind of told like a newspaper, kind of different stories, kind of laid out, and but I enjoy it. The second time I saw it, I liked it a lot more than I did in the theater. So. Next one, this is one of Wes Anderson's earlier movies. It's Spine Number 300. It's The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. This is on DVD. It's kind of interesting. It has that. This is one of the few slipcovers that I own, because if you see the slipcover here, what's underneath is quite a bit different. I really like this. Is starring Bill Murray. I have it middle of the pack here, number 6, but I still like it though. It's kind of different, but I think it's got a lot of humor in it, and I still really love it though. Okay, number 5. So this top 5 are ones that I really like. A lot of them are newer movies. This one is on Criterion, Spine 776, but I've never owned it on Criterion. This is one I bought on Blu-ray when it was first released, and I've never traded it in to get the Criterion version of it. But it's a Moonrise Kingdom. This is starring Bill Murray, has Bruce Willis in it. I think it's a fun movie. I saw this in the theater. I think I've seen all of his movies except for Bottle Rocket. I've seen all of Wes Anderson's movies in the theater. But I really enjoy this. It's got Edward Norton's in it. Harvey Keitel. I love the cast in it, and it's really funny. Next one, I think a lot of people would have this ranked really high. I have this actually on. This is just on standard Blu-ray. This is on Criterion as well. It's one I really like. It's Spine Number 700. And starring George Clooney does the voice. It's a fantastic Mr. Fox. I would really love to have this on Criterion. I think I've had it on DVD, now on Blu-ray, but I'd really like to trade this in and get it on Criterion sometime in the future. George Clooney's just hilarious in this. A lot of voices on it. Willem Dafoe has a voice. A lot of stars do a lot of the voices for the animals in the movie, and I think it's way better, I think, than Isle of Dogs, as I've said earlier. But some people may have this ranked really high. I think I've seen this ranked at like number 1 by some people, but I have it at number 4. Okay, the next one is number 3 is Spine Number 65. Really great movie. It's Rushmore. I've seen some people rank this a little bit lower on their list. I think that people that probably didn't see it when it was released in the theater originally. This has Bill Murray, Jason Schwartzman, a young Jason Schwartzman. His mom is Talia Shire. If you saw Rocky, she played Adrian. And she's great. She's in The Godfather as well, but Godfather 2, but that's his mother. But I think this is really great. This is the first time we saw Bill Murray. He's been in I think he's done either made a cameo or done a voice in all of Wes Anderson's movies except for Bottle Rocket. This was his second movie, and I think that's probably one reason why I rank the Darjeeling Limited so low, because Bill Murray just made a really short cameo in that movie that kind of disappointed me, because I'd been used to seeing him in everything. It kind of started in all Wes Anderson's movies before that, but love Rushmore. Next, top 2, I think some people might have this one as number 1, but this is Spine Number 1025. It's the Grand Budapest Hotel this is one that I think if you want to get somebody interested in Wes Anderson's movies, I think this would probably be a good entry point for people. You know, it's Rafe Fiennes, I think he's great in this, and just a fantastic cast, some great visuals in it, really great visuals in it. I think probably the best visual movie I think Wes Anderson's ever made. Great sets. I really love this one, but the one that I have at number one, if you follow along here, you'll know what this is, but it's spine number 157, and it's the Royal Tenenbaums. And I think Gene Hackman is the main reason why I have this at number one, because I've always been a huge fan of Gene Hackman. I love the cast: Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, so many great ones. Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Stiller. I think it's my favorite for a reason. It's one that I had seen Rushmore before this, but when I saw this in the theater in 2001, I just remember the memories at the time. It was following 9/11. I just had to me this was escapism for me. It's something I love seeing in the theater, and I just remember that. It really lifted my spirits when I saw this. I think it was like November of 2001, so it was kind of fresh off of 9/11. So it's really something special to me. And Gene Hackman, like I said, is the number one reason why I have this at number one, and big reason why I love Wes Anderson's movies. So that's it. Like I said, please give me your top 10, because I'd really be interested in seeing how people rank Wes Anderson's movies, because it's probably be all over the board. Some people may have the Darjeeling Limited as number one, or the French Dispatch. Who knows? They may. It'd be really interesting, because like I said, it depends on kind of when you started watching his movies. But please like this video if you like it. If you love Criterion, if you love Wes Anderson, love this ranking, please give me a like on the video, and please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And have a good night. Thank you. Bye.